Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Dory. Welcome to the Cauldron of Crafty Creations. It is bright and early, or actually dark and early. I woke up at 3:49 and I was like, I'm going back to sleep in a few minutes after I use the restroom. And by the time I used the restroom, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm wide awake. It's time to go to the craft tables. So, and of course, I sat down at the craft table, got my phone into the arm that holds it up, and what do you know, it's 4:14, my sweet dear mama's birthday. My mama crossed over, transitioned to the other side very unexpectedly in November of 2023, and it is now January 24th. Of 2024, so very recent, and she's still very much with me. I definitely still feel her presence and talk to her and feel her responses, but it is different. It's not the same, and I do miss her physical presence. She was my best friend, my confidant, my constant cheerleader. We were as close as two people can be, and so I miss her very much. But all right, so this morning I am working on the week 1 January project, Grunge Your Art Challenge, that is using. So it's using the freebies from LineDotArrow, and I am doing this project. I'm also using Digital's the Savile Row collection, both Savile Row collections from Shabby Dabby Doodah. So this envelope flippy thing, which let me show you the smaller. So this is the envelope flippy thing created by Natalie, I believe it is, at LineDotArrow, and the challenge is to create an envelope flippy thing. I printed mine a little bit bigger because this felt really, really tiny to me. So we're gonna do this one first. We may do the little one at some point as well. And I've already cut out and glued down a piece from the Savile Row kit on this side, and then I've also cut out and glued down a piece from the Savile Row kit on this side. So I have the ephemera from both of those kits here. Just going to spread it out on the table here. I keep it in a, sorry for the glare, keep it in a just a Ziploc bag as one of my storage solutions. So I am going to look. So the way this was designed, one way that it can be used is you can fold these flaps up, fold this over, glue this over, make that a pocket, and then cut this out, and this folds over and goes into the flap. So I am not going to cut that out and put that in the flap. I'm going to use a Velcro dot closure, I believe. So, and I don't have those at the at the craft table at the moment, but we're not ready for the closure yet. So, and then oops, now it's upside down. Okay, so I am going to, I'm not going to use it as a pocket. That is a pocket I want all 3 sides to be able to decorate and do fun things with. So let's see here. What do we want to do? So how is everybody today? I'd love it if you'd say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're calling in or where you're watching from, where in the world you are, and maybe what drew you to my channel. Maybe somebody referred you, maybe you came over, you follow me on Facebook and saw my live over there. Just getting started with this this YouTube channel, and having a lot of fun so far, and have all kinds of fun things planned. Okay, so I think I am going to make this a flip down, a fold down. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to want this on here. I am going to back it with, do I not have, I wonder where the other pages. This is another page from the Savile Row kit. I think I'm going to put a piece of this on the back of here. So I am, what part do I like? So here's the whole page. These are so gorgeous. Pink is one of my favorite colors, and I love the flowers and the butterflies. So yeah, let's see. I think maybe this right here. And we're going to go upside down so that it's right side up when I flip it. Okay, so I am going to use my plain old Elmer's school glue for this. These glue sticks, they work fine for me. I used to be a teacher. Well, I'm still a teacher, but I used to teach in public school classrooms. I'm just using a Pacifica catalog over to the right here as my glue book. I see people use the book pages as glue books, and I'm like, are you going to use that book page, or are you going to don't throw away those precious book pages? Oh my goodness. So I had this catalog when it came in, and I was like, oh, I'm going to save that and use it as a glue book. And so Gail Augustinelli the other day, I saw her using a Costco Connection as her glue book. And I was like, yes, that is what I'm talking about. You know what? Changing my mind. I'm going to add a little bit. We're going to see if this is still flowing. I haven't used my art glitter glue in quite some time. So we're going to see. Nope. Okay. Where'd that pin go that I just took out of here? Oh, good grief. Okay, there it is. Grab it. That is not wanting to flow, so I'm going to have to probably soak that top and it's dried out. Okay, so we will use my clear gel tacky glue. This is one of the glues that I use the most. I've lately been using the glue stick more with my Christmas project that I'm still working on as a gift for somebody. And well, you know, when your mom dies in November, yeah, I get a little behind on your Christmas gifting, and that's okay. She'll get it. She'll get it when she gets it, and she'll love it when she gets it. And she's 5, so, well, almost 6. So she won't have any qualms about, you know, using her Christmas journal when it's not Christmas time. So, anywho, all right. So I got that. So now I'm going to just cut this out. And it looks like it's a little bit crooked, but we are not going to worry about it. As Mama E over at Scrapbooking with Me would say. If you don't follow Scrapbooking with Me, she is a sweetheart. I have been, I go through phases where I'm really into journaling and watching the videos. Then I go through phases where I just, you know, I'm into other things. And I've been watching E for years. And her daughter Melina, since about the time Melina started her channel, which was a couple of years ago. And I have found great comfort. Those are small enough and plain white that I can throw them away. If you're a journaler, if you're used to this craft thing, then you are. Why is that? I did it wrong. Okay, so we're going to use this one for something else, and I will find a different one to flip down. Yeah, because it's not right side up when I flip it down, and I want it to be right side up when it flips down. So, I guess that's not the one for this. Let's see what else we have here. We've got some, ooh, I like that one. That would be a wider, ooh. Yep, I'm just going to trim off a little bit off the edge of this. And one of my rulers just fell down. And if you hear that squeaking, that is my exercise ball that I sit on. It is, well, if you've seen my workout side of the channel, you've seen me on the exercise ball. That was my very first video that I uploaded to my channel yesterday. I'm going to trim off this edge by the butterflies because I want it to fit and not hinder the folding. I'm going to trim off just another sliver over here so that will fit. Okay, that will fit. Now, maybe, baby, let's see. If this goes. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I think I like the whiter one on there anyway, so yes, it was a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. All right, come here, glue book. All right, so yes, I have been having lots of early mornings of late. I go through phases. I have bipolar disorder, and so all of my life I have gone back and forth between, you know, those times when I'm so depressed I can barely get out of bed, and no matter how many hours I sleep, it doesn't feel like enough. And then I go through those hypomanic or manic phases where sleep is just not a thing. It's not something that my body is wanting to do at all, ever. Yeah, and so I'm not in that. I'm not there. This is what I call an energy burst. But it's a balance burst at this point. And what I mean by that, this is not necessarily bipolar terminology, this is Dory terminology, is that I have extra energy, more than I do typically, and I'm, having early wake up calls. However, I am sleeping very well, just for somewhat shorter nights, as opposed to very, very, very short nights of sleep. For example, last summer, I was hypomanic for almost a month, and it was really difficult. And I do have medication that I take specifically when I am in a hypomanic episode. And I talked to my psychiatrist about it and said we need to find something a little more to be prepared with for the next time, or to try next time I go hypomanic, because an entire month of 2-3 hours of sleep at night is just not good. Okay, so all right. Okay, so this one is going to go. Which side of the little flip do I want that on? I think we'll put it like this. So I'm just going to use the tacky glue to glue it to the hinge, or tab, whatever you want to call it. Because I feel like that sticks and holds things a little bit better than the glue stick, and with a fairly small hinge for that larger journal card we're using as a fold here, I want to just glue it down. A little bit stronger glue than children's school glue, Elmer's. I do love Elmer's, and I really like that it's purple. Partially because I love purple, but the main more so because then I can see where I've put it, and it does dry clear, so that's not ever a problem. Okay, so that now hinges like this, and I'm wishing that I had gotten more of that butterfly, but that's okay, because I'm actually going to cover some of this anyway. We're going to put a pocket on here. And I'm trying to decide whether I want the pocket to be a pocket, which way I want the pocket to go. Actually, I'm going to go sideways with the pocket. We're going to use one of these itty bitty adorable glassine bags, because that's almost the perfect size. And then I didn't even need to actually color it there, did I? In fact, so then what I'm going to do, okay, because that is a little bit wide, so I am actually going to fold this. I love it when ideas just kind of show up that you weren't thinking of until, okay, so I'm going to fold that over, and I'm going to have this as a hinge that folds out like that. And so then, do I want to make that smaller? So we see more of this. That ended up, looks like that ended up upside down too. How did that happen? I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna put this like this. Do I want to cut that smaller? No, because I think I'll put another pocket there. Because pockets. Okay, so let's find what we're gonna use. I guess the point of using it as using that as the pocket was that then I'd be able to see some of this, but we get to see some of it, so it'll be fine. I think I'm going to use this other little journal card from the kit on top of this as a side tuck. So I'm going to glue these two together first. And is my... Yeah, that hasn't been used in years either. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, yeah, looks like it is. Okay. So just because this is a glassine bag, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. I'm not sure... I'm trying to remember whether I've used... Guess I'm not. It's been a while since I've used the glues that sit at my kitchen craft table because it has been covered in too much crap to craft on for a couple of years. And yes, I do mean a couple of years. Okay, so we're going to use the tacky glue. And I'm gluing the journal card to the glassine bag first. And the reason for that is my hope is that by doing it that way, by doing it that way, I'm hoping that the glassine bag will not hinder something trying to go in that pocket. And I may want to stick, I'm thinking I want a piece of tape on there. I'm thinking that might help that ridge not to stop stuff. The only tape I have over here is washi tape. And I don't know if I want to use any of my precious washi on something that's going to be inside a pocket and not seen. But, all right. This is the year, as Gail says, to use it up. Use it up. So, when it's gone, I'll buy more. Because, you know, buying craft supplies is probably even bigger passion than using said craft supplies. Okay, so I'm just pulling a little bit off of this. And I think this came from Amazon. It's been a couple of years. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And I'm just hoping that's going to minimize the lip here of that glassine bag so that it doesn't hinder whatever I decide to keep in this little side pocket here. So, okay, and now, and this is that just the right height? I think I'm going to take just a sliver off each the top and bottom of this, just so it's a little bit bigger, or excuse me, a little bit smaller than the flip down that it's on. Those are small enough that I can throw them away. gonna, yeah, okay. So then I'm just going to glue on 3 sides. The top, the bottom, and the side that the glassine bag hinge is on, because those are the sides I want glued down. So we just run that glue along the edge, and then pop it on here. One thing I like about this tacky glue is that you do have a minute to slide things around if you need to find just the right, oops, didn't want to slide it there. Yes, I'm talking about sliding it, but I didn't want that to slide. So, pros and cons to the fact that it slides a little bit. I reach over and grab this kitchen towel. Wipe the glue off my hands that I smeared all over. And I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I need to grab a paper towel. Okay, I am back. One thing about crafting in the kitchen is that then I have my kitchen paper towels just a few steps away. I do have a craft room. I live in a 2-bedroom duplex, and the smaller bedroom is the craft room, and I probably should have made the bigger bedroom the craft room. But that craft table is so full of stuff that there's no room to craft on it. It's also where my serger lives, because I do sew pretty much all of my own clothing. And so I've got the giant cutting mat on there, and like any flat surface in my home, it has collected quite a bit of crap, quite a bit of junk that it just needs to be cleared off so that it can be used again. And the kitchen table was easier, and also I think I get better light in here, although I do have a ring light on the arm that holds my phone is a ring light and a phone holder. Okay, so we're just gonna burnish that down well so that everything stays put. This is one of those smaller ergonomical bone folders. I can't find my really nice bone folder. It'll show up, it'll surface. St. Anthony is on the job. He'll deliver it to me. Gosh, what was it the other day I had asked for and it showed up? Well, my bulb pins for one, but okay, so we've got this, and it flips down, and this will flip out. So if I don't glue it down, we've got a little, that's okay, we will figure something out. Okay, so now this is a little pocket here, and then this is a pocket here. So I want to decorate this glassine bag, but I do want to still be able to see that it's a glassine bag. So slide stuff out of the way. Never enough space. Let's see, what do we have in the smaller ephemera? So there's actually this tag could go right in there, or nope, it's a little too tall for that. Okay, so I might do that. We'll decorate that too. So grab that, and then let's find some pretty pink color stuff. I know this is a Grindr art challenge, but I just was so excited to use the Savile Row kit with the pinks that I thought the black and white version of the Grindr art stuff would go well. Let's see, I'll do that. And I think I want book page, little bit to book page. All right, grab that, and I'm going to tear off the edges. Save this for stamping on, as I've learned from my crafty mentors, Gail and Edith and Melina. I don't know if Tina does this or not. Shabby Debbie Doodah. Got several that I've been following for years, and then I have some newer ones that I'm following. I just discovered Miss Lorette, Vintage Paper Girl, just in the last like week or so, and I adore her. She is darling, and she does some really cute stuff. So I will link these ladies' channels. That might go in there. We'll see. We'll think about it. Okay. So I want a little book page behind this, and I don't necessarily want the square edges behind it, but I did want to cut off those, get those edges like that. What else do I want behind that? Do I like that? What do you guys think? What do you think? Do I want, yeah, how about some, this is my Kool-Aid dyed paper. Buy the little packs and make up some very strong unsweetened Kool-Aid. And I put it in a spray bottle and I spray it over all over the papers, and then I'll let them sit and dry. Okay, I think I like that. Okay. Another drink. I'm parched. Oh, the stocking. I am a chatterbox. I have the gift of gab, as my mama would say. I think I want to tear this edge. It's not a straight, sharp, offensive line. Okay, so we're gonna glue this one down. So what are you doing today? Are you doing something crafty and creative? It is, my heat just kicked on. It is, well, we had a very Arctic cold front for quite a while, in about a week, not quite a week, but where it was like below zero daily. You know, I don't mind the, 20, 30 degree weather in the winter. Get below 20 and I'm not really enjoying it. Rather be, yeah. And when I was growing up, I used to love to go sledding and play in the snow and build snowmen and go skiing. But I haven't done much of that for quite some time now. And don't really have the gear. Don't have any snow pants and all that good stuff that we use to keep us warm in the winter. I'm realizing I don't have my trims over here, so I might just wait and do that on another video. So maybe we'll just make things and then we'll stuff the pockets later. Okay. All right, so then I'm gonna make another pocket underneath here, and maybe look through. I've got this box full of book page pockets that I've folded, watching different videos. maybe I want something like, that kind of takes up a lot of that page. I want that big of something. Something like this, which would also take up a lot of that page. I think I'm gonna go for this one. I like the more aged color with this kit. So slip that back over here. I don't know if you are like me, but when I see people crafting, I'm so curious to see what it looks like behind the scenes, you know. And it's funny, Melina did a shop tour of scrapbooking with me the other day, a week or so ago, and showed where her mama Edith does her crafting, and I was like, oh, that is not what I've been picturing for the last 4 or 5 years that I've been watching her stuff. Okay, so this was actually inspired a video that Roxy's weekly challenge with Rachel. So just trimming that off a little bit because it was hindering this fold. And so I just trimmed off that little tiny bit. Okay, so we're going to cut here because I only need that on the bottom. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this here in a second. I'm going to cut off this side. And I'll save that because I'll use it. Oh, we crafters, we are. Some would call us hoarders. Okay, I like that about me. I'm not going to judge me. Okay, so this is from a really cool old copy of Treasure Island that was at my mama's. My mama had. I have a whole bunch that were from her house, so it's kind of special to have these books that were hers. And, you know, I had asked for some of them when she was still alive. No, you can't have my books. No. Okay. That's fine. I'll wait. First, I thought I'd be waiting another 20 years because she was only 69, and that just was so young, and just, it was very unexpected. I mean, she had been really sick and was in the hospital at the end of October, but I forgot to glue this side while I was chit-chatting away. So let me just run a bead of glue here. Close up that side of the pocket. And so she'd been really sick and was in the hospital at the end of October. But my mom has struggled with health issues basically her whole life. Not basically. She has struggled with them her whole life. And so, you know, every couple of months she'd have some kind of health crisis and end up in the hospital, and then she'd bounce back. So I just assumed this was like all those other times. It wasn't. But she's finally free of all that pain she was in. And that is a blessing. Okay, so I think I'm going to decorate this before I put it down. So let's see, what do we want? What do we want to decorate? I do want to leave some of that book page showing, but I also want to cover some of it. I really like this big circle, this big round butterfly. I think I'm gonna use that on this side. Do I want anything else on there? My lace is at the other side of the room. So where are my circle punches? Those are all over by my recliner where I cut things out and do a lot of my fussy cutting and things like that. That's okay. We don't need them. I can add that later if I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna put this butterfly. I'm gonna put this on here on the front. So let's glue that down because I know I want it. I might add some lace higher up on the pocket, and we'll probably punch out a notch with a circle punch later. Okay, put that on the front, and then when it opens like this, I'm going to want something pretty. Something pretty. Do I want another pocket? I could use this pocket from the kit for this. Which color do I like better with it? I like that one. Okay. So let me grab my scoreboard. This little bone folder. I'll line that up. Which I will say that actually, do I even need? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Saw something brilliant on Edith's channel the other day. She has drawn a line. Hers is on the 4-inch mark down here on her scoreboard, so that she knows, she can see when she's on the right score. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is a great idea. If I had a permanent marker within reach, I would do that, but I don't, so I'll do it another time. And she only has it, well, hers is on a little scoreboard, and she just has it on the 4-inch, but I might do it at like every inch or every other inch, just so it's... Okay, so I'm going to cut off. This is from the Grunge Your Art freebie by Natalie at LineDotArrow. There is still time to enter those challenges. If that's something that you're interested in, it's hosted in the LineDotArrow Facebook group and the Sweet Pea Papers, or the Sweet Pea something Facebook group, and then a couple of more. There are 5 different groups that you can, post your projects in. And so that's fun. I know this little label on here. I think I might want a different label. I've been fussy cutting all of these out, so I think I might have one in here that I would like to use. That one is a little big. That one might be too small. And something in the middle-sized. Looking for a mid-sized label here. This one, oh, that's too big too. Okay. One might work. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's some more. What about, darn, that goes the wrong way. Do this blue one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. And I'm going to put a little bit more of that Chinese Kool-Aid dyed. What do I want to use? And these labels are from... They are the Butterflies, Prints, Text, and on, from Digi and SVG Designs for you. I will link that below as well. If I forget to link these things, just remind me, because I am new to this and don't necessarily have all the links, ready to go to just copy and paste. So if you're looking for one and can't find it, feel free to give me a nudge and remind me to add it. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I am not going to use that label. I am going to use a piece from the Savile Row kit that has part of a butterfly. And I'm going to use my scallop punch. This is the Crocodile Memory Keepers punch. And I'm going to do the scallop punch on these two sides. It's kind of a cute little, that actually looks kind of like a tab. That's cool to know. Okay, and I'm going to do that so it looks like it's kind of going over there. I like that. I like the pink better than the other colors. Okay, so, and then I don't think I need, or do I? No, it's going on book page. It doesn't need more book page. Okay, so we'll just do this one little bitty layer on here. It's a decoration, and then I might use, actually I might use that little tiny label I was looking at. So, tip for something that I like to do with my ephemera, and I do it with journal pages too, is this one. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I like that down there. I like teeny tiny stuff. So I like to print 2 to a page or 4 to a page, and then have little teeny tiny ephemera. It's really cool how your different kits. Is that the right way up? Well, if I can't tell, nobody else probably can either, unless I'm just too blind, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're going to glue this down. Yeah, so I like to print them in, multiples to a page. And then, that one kit that you have becomes like multiple kits because you have them in all different sizes. So that's kind of fun. All right. And then we can put a couple of things, since that has the full hinges there, that it's a bigger pocket, so we can keep more in there. So when we come back on another video to stuff all the pockets, we'll make tags and do that. Okay, so then we're going to glue this down on the base. Here. So this will fold up here like this, and then this will fold down, and this will flip out. Okay. All right. I am all about those hinges. Love, love, love me some hinges. Okay. No, that's not going to work there. Okay. So I'm looking for something to do on this hinge up top as well. So let me see what we have. Could do a smaller one, but I don't think I want to. Let's see. Do I want to go sideways with one of these? I don't think so. What about this one? It's going to be a little wide. This is 2 journal cards that are left together. I didn't cut them apart because I knew I might want some bigger ones. So I think I might go with that one on there, and I will have to trim a little bit off the edges. I just do it with my scissors. It's probably not going to be, it's not going to be perfectly straight, and I'm not going to worry about it because it's just paper. It's just paper. Is anybody else just amazed at the beautiful things that we can make with literally paper and glue? I mean, yeah, okay, we might use laces and bling and things like that, but like paper and glue, literally paper and glue, and we can make these gorgeous, gorgeous things. Okay, I'll put my mic in the that's too small. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit off of, whoo, that's really crooked. I'll straighten that one up a little bit. All right, and I have a place where I keep my little skinny strips because I think if I remember correctly, I'll have to check. I think it was Corey Dahman who I've watched who has a bunch of really cool ideas for little tiny strips to make things with. It's been a couple years since I've watched those videos. But I have some ideas, and I don't know if they're things I remember watching on her channel or if they're somebody else's channel, or maybe even my own ideas. I don't know. Okay. That will work. Okie dokie. My glue book. It's amazing how quickly the table becomes a disaster. Why? Why does it just become such a mess so quickly? Oh. Let's do that. And then I'm going to just run around the edges with a little bit of this glue. Now you may notice that I am not inking things. I sometimes like the way things look inked, and I haven't fully bought into. Oops. Okay. No. I do want it that way. Okay. See if I can get these. So it's gonna go like that. Yes. Okay. I don't even remember what I was saying now, so I guess it wasn't that important. If it was important, it'll come back to me. Oh boy. So I hope that you are having a good day and feeling good, and maybe doing some crafting, or at least doing something you enjoy. Maybe that's something you enjoy is watching my channel on YouTube. I know I have found great comfort in watching YouTube videos since I lost my mom. We were so very close. We talked on the phone every day, several times a day, most days. And then I was her primary caregiver, and so I was over at her house several times a week. And so, that's a lot of space in my life that is no longer being filled. And, I have other people that I can reach out to and stuff, although there was definitely like a codependent level of a relationship there. So I'm just looking at this here, how I'm going to hinge this and what I'm going to do to cover this, because this is that stark white thing there. And so that's, just a lot of time that is no longer being spent with that one person. And, I have lots of, I have a wonderful support network. I have, great, wonderful, amazing friends. And, family members who are very much there for me. And, but they all have lives of their own as well. And so, I was my mom's wife. No, she had other friends, but we were very, very close and spent a lot of time together. And so, sitting and watching craft videos feels like hanging out with the person who's crafting. And so it has really helped to kind of fill that void and that space to have the videos to watch. And so that's been nice. Okay, so what do we want to do with this flip? What do you think? I don't want to cover those. I think I want to leave that. So I might just put something down here to cover this little situation. Let's see. It's not quite wide enough. What else do we have? I could cut a piece of something off. And then I could hinge something again. I really like to hinge things, can you tell? I could even just put, not this piece, but a little piece of book page down there. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll, I'm going to make a little cluster. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Gotta drink more water. Oh, my throat gets dry. And I drink tons of water. Okay, so I have, right here, I have some book pages. I have some stuff that I cut up to make some tags. I did what is it? Whack and Stack or Stack and Whack? Watched a video by Gail Agostinelli, and I will make a video with it because it's really fun. And these were the offcuts that were left when I cut my strips, and then here we go. That would make a nice base for my cluster. And I'm just going to fussy tear around this flower because I don't want those straight edges. And all right. So as I was talking about, finding a lot of a peace by, comfort hanging out, watching YouTube channels and other crafters. And the other thing that is really comforting for me is doing crafts. And I am a very big believer in creative expression being very healing, and so that's kind of one of the big things that this channel is going to be about, is how we use. Let's see if that talks about a police station. Maybe don't want that. Those, and then maybe this little. Do you like that? I don't like that. What else would I like? What else would I like on there? Do I want? That's too similar. Do I want some of this? Actually, I think I want some coffee days. Okay, look at this page. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, like, grungy gorgeous. Okay, so I think that goes with the grunge your art part of this challenge. Oh, just love that. I am running low. I'm going to need to do some more coffee dyeing. Oh, that's so fun. Okay. So do I want that? How do I want to arrange that? Do I want to put those? I want to be able to see part of that. But I also think I want the flower in front of those rather than behind them. So I think I'm going to go like that. See, what do we think? I think I want to hold those together with a colorful brad. So I'm going to go ahead and end today's video here because we are almost to an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now, and then I'm going to go find my brads and continue working on another video to upload another day or maybe just later today. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you do something today that sets your heart on fire, that sets your soul on fire, that makes you smile and brings you joy. Love and kisses. Bye-bye now.